Hey guys, my name is Ashley Adden and I'm author of the Kingdom Calling series, book 1 being King's Capture, and I am here to talk about hitting the wall. Oh, that was so cute. Let me tell you, I have a ton of experience under my belt from hitting a wall. This most recent one stood out, and the reason I'm making a video is of course to document my writing process, and this one stood out the most in all of my creative writing process because I went a whole month without writing. I'm talking a whole month. A lot of it had to do with different parts of my life going crazy at the moment and stuff like that, and I just had nowhere to go for my creative process. I was just lost, utterly lost. The reason why this particular wall is such a big conflict right now is because one, I am writing a book. I'm trying to get a book published by the end of this year, by mid next year, whatever. I'm trying to get a book published. And two, I have a deadline. I'm following the 85K 90 thing, and my deadline is coming up. It's supposed to be March 31st. April, it's supposed to be a rest time. It looks like I might have to go into it, but I'm hoping not. And third, it did not help the situation I was in at the moment. I was going through a lot of stuff with my ex-roommate / ex-best friend / worst. In this particular time of my life, it was a bad time to hit a wall creatively just because I had a lot of personal stuff going on. It sucked really bad, and then to not be able to write was a big challenge for me. And of course, I had to work a shit ton. It was not the best time for a wall to be coming in my path, and I did make it over. It's March, and I've certainly got a lot done within this first week of March, which is amazing. It is definitely over. I am slowly recovering from the wall I just climbed. Let me tell you, it was a really big wall. So part of the reason I did hit the wall, I have to admit, was because I did not know where I was going with my story. I understood where I wanted to go. I knew the end, but I could not get the last part of the story in my mind. I could not figure out where and what it was. I couldn't figure out what was going to happen. And that was a serious problem, because if I had no idea where I wanted to take the story next when that scene had ended, then I was getting nothing done. In between, I was just always trying to work a way to make it happen. And I wanted to make it happen in a way that seemed realistic. I didn't want it to be like, oh, okay, I can't figure anything out, so let me put this random plot thing inside. That's not the way I roll. I'm not a plotter. I was never a plotter, and that might explain why a lot of my books never got done, also because I wasn't as committed as I am to this book. But I began plotting out the rest of my book. I started from the catalyst part of the plot and just plotted to the rest, because I did not have time to go reread my story and plot all that. I would do that at the end just so I can have that completion of beginning to end. But I started from the catalyst and I plotted, and I'm writing at the same time. It might not work for a lot of people, but that's what I'm doing just because it does help me stay in that creative processing role. But that's what I've been doing first thing to solve my hitting a wall situation. As of now, I'm doing very good. I have a clear mind of what's going on. So I learned some things from hitting the wall, and I should have learned this because I have so many times in which I hit a wall under my belt, but this was a different thing in my life because I'm taking this book seriously and I want to get it published and I want to get it finished and tell the story of all my characters. So this is a little bit more meaningful to me than my college experience or my high school experience. Crazy, I know. But it was a little bit more meaningful, so I did learn a couple things that I stuck in my head and I will keep in mind if the next time, hopefully never, I hit a wall. First thing, it's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna hit a wall again in the next year. I'm probably just gonna, in my creative processing, I'm probably gonna shut down again. That's just my sign that I need to let time come between us, because it's gonna happen. Life tends to hit me in the face a lot. I tend to be that very unlucky person. I definitely hit a wall in my writing process, and I climbed over it and I'm getting over it. I'm done with it. I have put it behind me and I'm working forward. I've learned a couple of things, like I said, and I'm going to take that in mind when I hit my next wall. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and go ahead and leave a like down below as well as share with your peeps. I want to get the word out about this channel just because I feel it's probably a different kind of channel than you might expect, and I just want to be able to communicate with other people in the writing community or reading community or whatever kind of community. I have links down below for my social media. I am definitely on Twitter all the time. I'm getting used to Instagram, so check me out. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.